Hello, 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 guys and gals and non-binary pals. Welcome to Civilization 6. Hopefully it's actually working this time. Um, I really hope so. Apparently I had the video private until, I went to try to go live. So sorry about that. If I had realized that I had it on the wrong setting, I would have fixed it a while ago. So I hope that it actually worked out and whatnot. On a prior attempt at getting this to work, I had determined that we were going to play Civ 6 and that we were going to play as Pericles of the Greeks. Simply because the way that I play Civilization 6 and the way that I play Civilization 5 are vastly different, and Civilization 6 will actually be entertaining in some capacity, whereas Civilization 5, I kind of just make two cities and then do nothing. So I hope that Civilization 6 will be a bit more entertaining by actually having stuff on the screen. I'm just making sure that I actually have this set up so people can watch, because did not realize that I had it set to private. So hopefully that's all fixed. But we're going to be playing as Pericles of the Greeks, hoping to be suzerain of city-states, and going culture victory is the main hope that we're going for. We might be able to have an early war with hoplites. I don't really know if that's the case. I'm not really an aggressive player, no matter whether I play as a warring civ or not. I'm very much not an aggressive person. But hopefully that will still work in our favor. In order to save the game, to make it so that we could start, I did have to move the warrior. I had to do some amount of movement in the game to be able to get it to let me save it. So the only thing I have done since I started this game is I moved this warrior from this tile right next to my settler to the left. That's the only thing I have done. That's the only thing that I felt like doing while I was trying to get everything to work. The thing about Civilization 6 is I do run it with a few mods. Most of them are just UI changes. Then there's also a mod that gives the envoy quests, so it's a lot easier to know what the city-states want me to do. There's a quick deals mod, which allows you to basically, when you're trading with an enemy or an ally or whatever, instead of going like, okay, well, I'll give you 75 gold for this thing. Oh, you're willing to accept 75. Well, let me try 100 gold. Oh, you don't like 100 gold. Well, let me go back to 90 gold. Oh, you're not okay with that? Okay, let me go down to 80 gold. Oh, you're okay with that. Can I push it up by 1? Instead of trying to pick and choose how much money I can get out of the AI or anything, this will give it to me with the utmost. It's going to be this number is the highest this AI will go, rather than needing to try and finagle a correct answer and waste time that way. So we got quick deals, and then a global relations to be able to see, like, of the 6 players in the game, who is at war with who's allied, who's friendly, who's unfriendly, who's neutral, all of that. And then it also shows you recent agreements as to who who do you have open borders with, who has open borders with whom, all of that. So more UI things, and just I don't have to pay attention to everything in the game. And then there's just a few other UI mods that just change the order of things, help you find different things. One of those is extra lenses. Has a builder lens that lets you see what can and cannot be worked or buffed, and where's hills, where's the features, all these different things. But it also gives a city overlap, so I can use it as a rangefinder to go, okay, if I build a, let's see, if I build something that only has a range of 3, this is the city range of 3 that it can go. It can go all the way out to over here. That's how far a city can go. And then I've also got the normal lenses that the game comes with. But also, if you put down map tax, I can say I want a city center here, and then if I want a city center here, it will then give me a warning of, hey, you can't put it there. So it helps with city planning a whole lot more. But I think those are all the basic mods that I have. And then we're running this with Barbarian Clans, Dramatic Ages, Monopolies and Corporations, and Secret Societies. And then I've got all the DLCs and expansions and all that. And then here's just all of the different things. But yeah. It's a whole lot easier to just play this game with mods than it is to try to figure things out. With all of that said, with all of that done, I feel like it would be a good idea to move onto the coast here so that we can have a harbor adjacent to our city, and then I can build a commercial hub here and immediately have Owls of Minerva Secret Society having a big buff that way. But we also really want to get to having the culture track. We're mostly going to be going and focusing on culture. I think that's the main game plan for this. We are also playing on King difficulty. I think it's King difficulty. Basically one stage higher than the normal difficulty, because sometimes it's still difficult. Like if I have a war in the next 20, 30, 40 turns, I'm going to struggle. But if I have a war in 80 to 90 turns, I should be relatively well prepared for that. Whereas if it was deity, I would find someone and I would pretty much immediately be under attack. And that's just not going to be good for me because I am bad at war. We're going to build our city here. Then we get the special thing of founding a city within range of this volcano. Yep. We'll be fine. I'll Mountain Smoke a little, right? Yeah. Mount Vesuvius would be a little bit more scary if that's if that was the thing we were playing against. So pretty much right now, I think I want to be looking for where am I building a second city, and I think this river right here is already looking pretty good as a city location. There are no places for fishing boats, and I'm going to need irrigation for everything around us. So in order to get irrigation, I need pottery first. And then in order to get rid of the rainforest, I need to destroy barbarians and farm the resource. So I think we're going to go for that sooner rather than later. Those are the first main objectives that we have. And then we'll branch out from there as we go along. First and foremost, definitely want a monument, increase loyalty and border expansion, and then we should get a scout. I always like to keep this on food and production focus. And then later on we'll also click it over to culture focus. Simply because that's going to be how this game is going to run for us. Alright. We're just going to keep sending this warrior on explorations. I want to find a relatively decent region for ooh, there's a city-state or another player's borders already. So that'll be nice to find. If I let my mouse sit there for a second, is it going to tell me whose borders those are? No, it is not. It's Chinguetti. Okay. So, religion. A religious city-state. Let's try and remember this. Chinguetti gives international and domestic trade routes receive faith for every follower in the city of your founded or majority religion. Do I care about faith generation? Maybe for a little while, but I don't think I want to swap away from the idea of culture. But religious units do give relics, so I guess we could go relic tourism as well. Looks like there's another river over here. We also are using the continents and islands map. So it looks like we're on a relatively big continent compared to the small islands that we could be on. I would like to try to get the Great Bath over in this region. There's the third luxury resource for this continent. Mercury, cocoa, and citrus. Each different continent gets 4 luxury resources. Oh, I did not mean to move that guy. Especially that far and that randomly. And let's just go there. Oh, a desert. This is looking like a region that is going to be relatively easy for us to expand in.
At his best.
The only downside is going to be, well, maybe how close to the ocean we are. I was going to say the only downside might be how many barbarian encampments try to spawn. Let's get foreign trade, because I don't think we're going to find a second continent anytime soon. Let's get production, faith in gold, and recon experience. No, actually, let's do the strength against barbarians. In case I meet some barbarians. I guess one One good thing. One good thing about taking as long as we did to finally get this game to work for us, Civilization 7 has been officially dropped as a, like, we're making Civilization 7, and you can wishlist it and find it on Steam for when it comes out, and all that. So because it took a few days to figure all that out and get this game to work for us, Civilization has been announced and shown off a little bit, and they're doing away with calling the groups that you fight, or the random wanderers, in this game, the barbarians. They're getting rid of the term barbarian, but they're also doing something very interesting by having, instead of just being like, you are the Greeks, there are 3 eras, or 3 ages, that your civilization goes through. So, like, you pick your leader. It's like we could be Pericles of the Greeks, but then by age 2, we're not the Greeks anymore. We're some other group. We could be Egyptians. I don't know. And then by the end of the game, you can be Germans. I don't know. Like, but the idea being that you are no longer like only one country or only one civilization. You'll actually be able to be multiple. And I genuinely think that's cool. There's a lot of cocoa over here. I don't know if trying to get this settler as quickly as we are is actually a good idea or a bad idea. Where do I want to try and get a second city right now? Do I want to just go right on this coast? Yeah, I think building on this coast is going to be pretty okay. And then I'd probably want to go like here for a second city, or for a third city, I mean. Yeah. If I found on the cocoa, I don't know. Found a pantheon. We'll do that in a little bit. Hopefully with the extra faith generation we've had, we should be able to get... Ooh, that's really painful. Let's fortify and heal. Let's get this settler out. I don't know if I want a preserve in this city necessarily. Rainforest is going to lower the appeal, which will make the preserve pretty bad early on. It does increase their appeal a little bit. This is defensive 6. This is defensive 6. I think I'm gonna move to here and try and get a more defensible position. I do also want to think about... No. I do also want to think about keep that scout there for a second. I don't think this guy's gonna live very long. I want to think about having the Acropolis and the government plaza. So this city will need to grow pretty quickly. Because I want to build a harbor, I want to build a commercial hub. I probably want to build the... Okay, let me just do this to think about. Hanging Gardens has to go on a river. Let's get this trader right now to be able to trade with myself, and I'll think about stuff in a bit. Okay, so let's do this. Let's build our city. Here's a harbor. I definitely want a harbor, which is the whole point that I moved to the coast. I would like to see, can I build the Panama Canal here if I build a city here? Can I get it to be connected all the way through? Would it do that? Can it be placed on hills? And then this is also not acceptable. Okay. I could not do that. I think that'd be kind of funny, but glad to know that that would not work. I could build the Panama Canal on hills, though. I would not be able to build a canal district through that. Okay. Thought process is gone. That's fine. So if I build the government plaza here, and then we get the Acropolis here, +1 culture bonus for each adjacent district, and additional +1 culture bonus for each adjacent city center, +2 culture bonus for each adjacent wonder, entertainment complex, and water park. Is this a hill? It's probably a hill. And then if I did this as the entertainment complex. That would be a +9 government plaza, entertainment complex, and adjacent districts, plus the city center all gets this to a +9. That would be fun. I would need a second city for this one. But it would not be hard to get a second. Actually, could I make this multiple cities and just have one entertainment complex? Hold on. This is 3, so this would be the city. This would be the city, and then this would let me have an Acropolis here. And then if I could build an Acropolis here, I would need 1, 2, 3. I could build a city here. And that would be building this one. And then over here, I would need 3 tiles away. And 3 tiles away, I could build a city here. And this is entertainment complex and adjacent districts, entertainment complex and adjacent districts. Yeah, that would work. And it would work kind of well, actually. assuming I learn where these barbarians are, where the Grey Rat clan is. If I learn where the Grey Rat clan is and it stops me from being able to build over here because I could make it into a city state. Okay. I kind of like this idea. I like this idea of having 4 Acropolises. And then I can have this city that I'm about to build over here be the... Let's go city center here. And then we've got commercial hub. And we've got harbor. And then I can build the Great Baths here. Where's the wonder? Great Bath, right there. I can build the Great Bath there. And then I can leave this as, not camp, farm, farm, and farm, and have a farm triangle to boost the food and the area that this can have. So if I do this as my city layout over here, and then I can trade from this city. Yeah, okay. So this one, city 2. Then this one is city 2 as well. And then this one is city 3. I know I'm not labeling them correctly, but this one is city 3. And then this one would be city 4. And then this is city 4. And then I can build some wonder here. And some wonder here. I could probably get Machu Picchu, which gives my district, my culture district, greater bonus as well. I like this city planning idea. Let's see if it'll pay off. Let's remember the shortcut to get rid of these. Is it... not F3. Is it 3? No. Is it F? No. F is fortify. No. 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 I don't remember what shortcut it is. I did something. I'm gonna quickly look this up while it figures out what I accidentally just clicked. I might have caused some problems. I don't know what I just did. Civilization 6. Hiding map text. Shift S. I was never gonna guess that. Whoops. I was never gonna guess that button combination because I was not thinking that it was 2 buttons. I don't know what I just clicked though with going through the F keys, F1 through, I got up to F8 and 9 before something happened. Oopsies. Next time, I won't just randomly click buttons. I will look it up before I do it. Because honestly, for all I know with the buttons I clicked, I might have reloaded the prior save. Which would be kind of bad, considering I haven't saved the game since we just started. Whoops. It's trying to not respond. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Probably. Hopefully. Maybe. I do not know if it's going to work. I may have caused problems. Whoops. Okay, this is what I get for clicking buttons randomly without really knowing what they do. Oh, did the game come back? Nope. I'm beginning to think that my random thought process was right, in that I just reloaded a save. I hope that's not the case. But honestly, if I reloaded a save, hopefully it was this one. Because I highly doubt that any of the buttons that I could have clicked is just restart your game. Because restarting the game would be rather unfortunate to just have as a key binding that anyone at any time could click, accidentally or on purpose. If there's just like one button you can click that resets your entire game, that would suck. But I might have clicked it. This is what I get for not looking up how to hide the map tags after I've placed a bunch of map tags. I probably should have remembered how to hide them before I used them. But I got really excited by, ooh, this could work as a fun sequence of builds. Water is really nice after walking around at work a bunch, running around at work. Being on your feet at work, I'll phrase it that way, because that's technically the most accurate way to phrase it. It is, in fact, loading something. I don't know what it is loading. I'm kind of hoping that it's the prior save of this exact game, but it could be loading a prior save of a game that I was playing before this stream this past week. While I was watching other streams, I was playing this game and making sure that it would load and that it would work for this stream. So if it suddenly is switching to Portugal, that is that's the game I was playing right before, well, yesterday. I was playing a game as Portugal yesterday and the day before. To make sure that Civilization 6 was choosing to work this time. I hope it's not flipping this game over to Portugal, because I was relatively far in that one. I don't think I was close to winning or anything, but I was definitely getting to the point that I was beginning to steamroll. Civilization 6 and Civilization 5 combined are both games where whatever you do 20 turns ago really is setting up to help you now because you did it 20 turns ago. Like, you build in Civilization 6 terms, you build a science district turn 20. By turn 50, that science district has paid for itself with the science it generates 20 times over. And if you're going through a build to be a science-focused civilization, oh, that's so much better now that you've built it 20 turns ago. Like, your production could be really, really bad when you're trying to build the science district. But because you invested the 10 or so turns to build that district, now 20, 30 turns later, it's paid off and it's doubled and tripled the amount of science that you would have had without it. So Civilization 6 is very much it doesn't matter whether I do this now, it'll benefit in the future. Like, you won't... Sentence structure and actually getting my brain to compute are hard. By setting up a theater square district and thinking things through of where we're putting our theater squares now, like when I put all the map pins out, doing that at that point is setting myself up for in 50, 60 turns when I have all of the cities around to be able to have those work. It's setting itself up to already be better than it was prior before I had them ready. Like, you won't see the culture and the tourism generated from those theater squares paying off immediately. You won't see them pay off in 5, 10 turns, whatever. You'll see it pay off in 50, 60 turns when the culture that we have is snowballing the culture tree like crazy and just letting us get culture, getting civics turn after turn after turn. That's when it's going to pay off. It's not going to pay off at the beginning when nothing's really happening. It's going to pay off multiple turns later when we're actually showcasing that it's doing something. I don't know what it's loading. I really am hoping that it's just resetting the game back to the prior save file, which is on turn 1, because then we haven't lost too much. It just might generate things a little bit differently, and we might not have 2 floods by the time that we go over towards the second city location. But other than that, it should still be generating everything the same. This is one reason why I loaded the game as soon as I did when I got home from work. because I figured this would take a little while unloading the game. Now I'm a little worried that the same thing is happening. I mean, the game did also crash multiple times in the past. I want to say 3 times I've tried this. Well, okay. I tried it on Friday. I tried it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and each time it did not really like working. On Friday, it started working, and then when it got to trying to load in the world and get that to work, it crashed, and it crashed my computer. Not just the game, but my whole computer died. And then it took me like almost an hour to be able to get my computer back up and to shut the stream off because it had completely and thoroughly crashed everything. I deleted that afterwards because it was just an hour of nothing. Yeah. And then Saturday, I couldn't even get the game to load for a single moment. Then Sunday, I tried again, and that also just... I couldn't even get the stream itself to start, let alone the game to load. Both things decided that they didn't want to work at the same time. But now we're here. The game was working. And then I clicked buttons because I didn't know what I was doing to hide the map tax. So I'm definitely regretting that I didn't look up the hide shortcut before I just went around clicking buttons. Yeah. Definitely have that regret.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water.
Oh, hey, it did just reset to Pericles.
Taking his first upright steps.
So at least we're not randomly switching to a Portuguese game. That's nice. Also, I guess you get to hear Sean Bean's narration.
Your master of the spoken word is a gift of great value.
I don't know if it reset us to the prior save, which would be turn 0, or if it just reset us to like the prior turn, or the last autosave. I don't know which. Really hoping that it might just be like the prior turn or something like that on one of the autosaves instead of all the way back at the beginning. But it's not too big of a loss. If we do go all the way back to the very first turn, we were only on like turn 20 anyways. We didn't lose that much progress, so it's relatively quick to get back to it. But here's to hoping that we did not lose a bunch of stuff and it just like reset to the past turn or nearest autosave. I don't think... Either way, whether it jumped us back to turn 1 or to turn 20, it's not a huge loss. And we can always continue from it as if nothing happened. And for all we know, the volcano we live near, or that we settled our city near, and the river that flooded could erupt more frequently or flood more frequently than it had beforehand. So we could actually benefit from the fact that we reset it. If it did reset back to turn 1. I don't know what direction it will go. Because I don't know what buttons I clicked to make it reset and whether it would reset to a save or to an autosave. And we will figure that out once it finishes loading the game and lets us continue the game. I really hoped that the timing of me saying that would let me click the continue game button like at that moment. I feel like that would have been really well timed. But that didn't work out. Okay. What is going to be the verdict on whether we reset or whether we went back a turn? Is this going to function? Please. Please, game. I'd like to play. I would love to play, sir. Please, game. Maybe this is a game that I have to relegate to the weekend, Friday, Saturday, when I actually have more time to be able to stream. Although if I do that, I know myself I'm going to end up being here for like 7 or 8 hours playing the game, simply because I've stopped paying attention to the time. I've done that too many times this week, just with playing this game on my own time. Being like, oh, I'll just play a few more turns, or I'm just gonna go until this is done, or this thing happens, and then I'll look at the clock and I'll go, oh crap, it is 1 a.m. It's almost midnight. It's 2 in the morning. I need to go to bed. Uh-oh. I've had that too frequently this week and last week. Pretty much since I've started getting back into trying to play Civilization 6, actually. Every single time has been, oh crap, it is way later than I thought. I'm very good at losing track of time. And honestly, I'm kind of expecting myself to do that while streaming too. So I don't blame myself if I do that today. If I lose track of time and it gets to be really, really early in the morning, I'm not gonna say late at night, but if it gets to be too early in the morning, I will definitely be giving up. Continue game. Are we at turn 1 or are we at turn 20 something? I don't know what turn we were on. I'm just guessing 20 something. Hey, it was an autosave. It loaded. Awesome. We're going to Shift S to get rid of the map tags. Shift S. Yes, okay, Shift S actually works this time. Awesome. I was kind of afraid that that was going to keep going. Districts in the city provide +2 great person points of their type. Must be built on hills. I could always do that. I never really do build the oracle. I'm going to not think about it and just pass the turn by pressing enter. Yeah. Well, cool. It just reset the save game back to the autosave. So that's nice. We did not lose a single thing. I think I just refreshed the frames and whatnot. It's more likely what actually happened. Okay.
When you find yourself in a hole, quit digging.
Good words to live by. +1 science from each adjacent CO1 tile. Oh, Korea. I'm not gonna attack. I'll keep retreating. I will move you across. I will really hope that this volcano doesn't blow up my units there. That would kind of suck. Not kind of. That would very much suck to lose my units just because the city decided, or the volcano decided it needed to erupt then. Alright. We're gonna go up to Chinguetti for right now. I'm gonna fortify until healed and see if that will fix the problem there. Do I want to get the Hanging Gardens? I don't think so. I think now I want to get a builder. I would definitely love to get bronze working improved or boosted. That's the word it uses. I would very much like to get that done. But destroying 3 barbarians does not seem feasible with just the warrior I have. Etamanaki got taken. That's okay. Warrior was attacked by a warrior. That's fine. Can I break the escort to get you across first? Okay. I want to first scout. Let's bring you across so that this warrior can stop attacking. Because if both of those can hit, I think Athens, or I think the warrior's kind of done for. Maybe I should have retreated back onto the Cocoa. Got a promotion, and there's another. Oh, that's also Grey Rat. That's Grey Rat as well. Okay. We're going to heal. Defending against. Yeah, we'll go defensive. I would like to found this city, which will get me points for building on a place that can flood. Yes, I would like you to delete my map tax automatically. Oh no, you can stay in Ephesus right now. There are not 1, but 2 problems over there. I'd like to build a great bath there. We'll go production focus and food focus. then I would like to buy the granary to try to make this grow a bit faster so that I can build that wonder a bit faster. Great prophet got taken. Okay, so there's one religion in the world. I can get a pantheon. That's good. Ancient and classical era wonders might be nice. Great person points from holy sites, campuses, and theater squares. Marsh, oasis, and desert floodplains. I don't see any marshes. Plantations. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot of plantations already that I can see. And then there's another one there. Yeah. And we're trying to go culture focus anyways. So, geothermic fissures and volcanic soil. This will be volcanic soil once this erupts. No, I need to not think about it. Plantations. Give me extra culture.
Mysticism is the mystic.
And give me mysticism because of it. It boosted mysticism because the goal was to get a pantheon, which we just did. My brain is just not wanting to get the answers. I get more gold out of the trade route than the faith and gold in the capital, so I will swap to that. I don't want great profit points. I don't want great scientist points. I'm not focusing on either of those. I really want to get the tribal village, so I will attempt to do that. We'll fortify until healed. This is the builder overlay. I don't really need it on, but we will start farming some resources there. Let's get a settler. Hanging Gardens and the Oracle are very tempting. I was not the first person to meet Chinguetti. I did not realize that. I did not realize that. Etmanaki and Stonehenge got taken. Okay. Ephesus needs amenities, but that was before I got this. So amenities should be fine now. Relatively okay. It might take a turn for this luxury resource to count towards my amenities. That will be fine. Hopefully it fixes itself. Amenities help make the city grow faster via happiness. I think I'm going to try and take out the slinger. Tribal village gave me writing. And I get to see the Yellow Goat clan, which is the one that's attacking. I could hire a spearman for 100 gold. Let's get away from that. Why can't you move right now? Oh, you're stuck in zone of control. Okay. There's a relatively decent chance that I lose my scout here. Early Empire is boosted. I have 6 civilians. Minor defeat, but I would destroy the barbarians. And I don't know if these guys can come up and attack. I'm gonna take it. If I lose my scout, I lose my scout. I really don't want to lose my scout, but it is preferable to losing my city. Losing my city would by far be worse. Oh, they swapped the slinger away.
Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell.
Let's get production towards settlers. Let's keep the production in all cities. I would like for you to run away. Ooh, that's good. And then you can get woods and rainforest right now. This lets me get that a bit sooner, but I would like to build a wonder first, so let's go for the improving 3 tiles. Magnus would help me get... Okay, let's think of this. Magnus, a little bit later, will get me settlers without lowering my population in the city. And it will let me chop out all this rainforest for a better yield, which will help me grow Athens itself. Yeah, I think Magnus is fine. The other option is Liang to make it so that the volcano here doesn't hurt as much. Can also do it so that Ephesus over here is protected by Liang against floods. However, I'm hoping the Great Bath will do enough for that instead. I'll leave that fortified and healing. Let's see. Bronze working is not going to get boosted. I've only destroyed 1 barbarian. Is that meteor shower right there? It destroyed the barbarian encampment. Oh. Those barbarians would be scared. Meteors came out of nowhere and said, you are not allowed to exist. First improvement on a tile that was enriched by a natural disaster. I wasn't even thinking of that. I just wanted to build the farm. We'll go over here. So this barbarian clan doesn't exist right now. There's a fire currently here. There's meteors here. There's a fire in the rainforest. And that was just money. That nice looking lake over here. We're gonna go carefully because there are still barbarians around there.
I'm also interested in creating.
That did boost it. I think I lose my warrior to that because of the slinger. But that could be worse. Okay, let's see. What do I need now? I don't really care about religion in this game. At least with this civilization, I don't care about religion, so I don't think I need that. It wouldn't hurt to have a science district. It'd be awkward to have multiple. Which one gets me currency? If I go currency, I need to go through writing first. Okay, well, let's go currency then. Commercial hub and then harbor district would be nice. That's the diplomatic quarter in order to get the government plaza. I need the state workforce. That's next, which is craftsmanship first. Okay. See, this is what I meant earlier when I said that you need to go through phase 1 to get to phase 2 to get to, yeah. Getting writing right now is going to help me get to currency, which will let me get to the commercial hub, which will let me get to more trading, which will let me get more things. Having craftsmanship now lets me get to more things to do, more stuff to be able to help myself later. Yeah. Let's get a hoplite. Building a hoplite now gets me more era score because I'm the only one who can get the hoplite, so therefore it helps. It also keeps this settler a bit safer because the planned path is walk right in front of the barbarian. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I can completely destroy that one. Okay. It's already burned. Oh, they fortified. They're still fortified on the meteor. Okay. Oh, this would be a really good science spot. The two reefs right here. A campus district right there is just +4 naturally from the reefs. That is very, very tempting. Very tempting, actually. Let's think about that. I would need to build a city over here. One, two, three. So I could build a city on this cocoa. Or anywhere on this little line here. Okay. I'll think about that in a second. You're gonna keep sleeping until this guy can actually help you. Because I thought about putting more map text down. They all reappeared. Okay. Magnus is now in the city. I really do want at least one city to have science in it. Especially because of how many cities I'm going to have in culture. If I can have one city dedicated to getting science, that means that all the other cities I have can go culture, and I should not fall in
Part of the human condition.
incredibly behind. You're gonna wait one more turn. I'm gonna get the hoplite, which should give me 4 era score, which means I will be only 2 behind. Cinguetti was seen by someone else before me, which means there is another civilization. Oh yeah, one of the other mods I have is that it just makes this have color. It just colorizes this. I forgot that that's literally a mod that I have. Is just, it looks prettier. Let's get a builder. Yeah, like, I'm not even kidding. That's just one of the mods. Is it just makes it look prettier. That's it. It has already nearly turned 40, and I'm going to have 3 cities. The ancient era ends in a few turns. Maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe it was. Is state workforce in the next era? No, it's not. I might go into a dark age. I don't think I've ever started a game off, at least with heroic at least with dramatic ages mode. I think this might be the first time I ever go into an immediate dark age. Met another city state.
It is equally important to have a happy and engaged workforce as it is to have a profit.
Owls of Minerva. Government Plaza. I think I said I wanted that here. I wanted that there. Nanmodal. Districts on or next to coast or lake tiles provide +2 culture. That'll be nice. Yes, I wanted it there. So I'm gonna buy this tile. And then I'm gonna build the government plaza right away. Okay. We're going to go into a dark age. Which is really, really not good. And it could mean that I lose Ephesus. I definitely want to get Owls of Minerva. But I also think right now, provision, making it so I don't lose population. Oh, I get a governor thing because of the Owls of Minerva being found, and I get a governor thing because of the tech, or the civic I just got. I forgot that I get 2 of those. Joining the Owls of Minerva gets me another economic policy slot as well. Wow, I forgot a lot of things. That might have helped. I probably should have put Corvée in to make this be built faster. Okay. If that had been a unit that uses a resource, I might have been able to get the first resource used and therefore get another benefit. Ephesus might fall to the free cities right now. Because this is the first time I've ever gone immediately into a dark age. Ooh, a mega colossal eruption. Yep. Yep. I lost Ephesus. Remove the rainforest. Well, I guess I'm building hoplites. Oh. Build this city. You hoplite get to go over here. Argos, you can get a monument. You can get the granary. And, oh, great, because I lost that city, I don't get the Great Bath built. Yay! Actually, I need the granary first, because I've only got 3 housing on this city. Let's go with Liang. Yeah, let's go with Liang. For now, +1 to +9. Yep, I don't have loyalty in the cities. This is going terrible. Oh, they got the pyramids. I thought that was going to be the Great Baths. Okay. This is really not looking good. Take that out and then try and get away, or just fortify. Go to Argos. Athens is loyal. Thank goodness. I don't know what I would do if my capital stops being loyal. Oh, my plantation got destroyed. Mega colossal eruptions. Yay! You're gonna keep being fortified. I need you to go repair that, I guess. You can go back into the city. You can keep marching along. Great Prophet Confucius and Lao Tzu. I'm not fully well versed on how to pronounce a lot of names. Complete the first technology from a new era of discovery. That's good. We'll upgrade you. Defense against ranged attacks. Oh, because it erupted, there's no longer a forest there. I'll get a second hoplite. 2 hoplites together are going to be better. I'm gonna just start getting this scout to move around. Unit needs orders. You can stay there and fortify. Did it pillage the road? It did not. Okay. Alright, this is already going pretty bad. Barbarians have spotted Argos. We're getting this hoplite to be here. I would like this hoplite to go there. By doing any improvement here, I get era score. Well, when you're losing, build more settlers. Oh, there's a galley from Breaking Wave. Okay, that's great. Yeah, Civilization 6 is a great game in that when you think you're behind, when you think you're losing in any capacity, build settlers, build cities. You will pull yourself out. I'm gonna move you out. Oh, right next to the barbarian. Oh, crap. That should have given... That did not. Building on volcanic soil is supposed to give bonus, so the fact that it didn't... Maybe it was not a tile that got enriched by the volcano. That might be what it is. Okay. I don't know the full qualifications for that. Oh. That barbarian did not attack. We're gonna fortify you. You're gonna go here. It's Nan Madal, which I would like to be the suzerain of. Actually... Plus 10 combat strength when next to another hoplite. I'm gonna wait a turn. I would like to cross the river and then attack Ephesus. Having fun. Yes, however, I'm kind of hurting. Hello. We're kind of hurting pretty badly right now, having gone directly into a dark age. Oh, who did I meet? Are you a warmonger? Please don't be the Mongols. The Mongols would not be good to find right now. Actually, sometimes the Mongols are okay. Early game. The Japanese. Interesting. Oh, you settled in the region that I...
A physician without a knowledge of astrology has no right to court.
There might be a need for me to go to war with Tojo. Just because he founded a city in such a bad spot. Like if you look at the settler map, you've now limited it to 4 tiles and over here. Whereas if you had founded here first, you could fit another city here, and then you could also fit a city here, and then you could also fit a city. Oh, okay. No, you would want to go here, assuming your capital isn't that close. And then from there, 3 tiles away, and 3 tiles away would be here. But you'd want to cut back by 1 if you can, so you can then fit another city here after I've already founded mine, and then you can get another city here. That's 4 cities versus just 1. Did I just overanalyze how my opponent put their city? Yes. Should I be doing that? No. If I destroy their city, I know where I'm building 4 cities. I don't exactly know if I want to destroy their city yet or not. Depends on if they force me to go to war. When you see the mark of evil, oh, you're on a different secret society. Cool. They made a warrior and immediately attacked with it into a hoplite that's buffed by having a hoplite adjacent. I'd like you to go over 1. What nearby city? I'm gonna cross. We're gonna encircle Ephesus. That is where I want to settle. That is where I want to settle. Okay. Oh. They have Buddhism. Delegations most welcome. I would love to know where you are. Pyramids and Great Bath got taken. I would have liked the Great Bath over here in Ephesus. You pretty much die to attack it, so I'm not going to attack with you yet. Oh, there's iron there. The fact that it's a loyalty debuff over here makes me think that it's another major civilization. Because the city-states don't cause loyalty pressure. Because you can settle right up next to them and no loyalty pressure happens. Put the first civic.
Large may venture. Divide and rule, a sound motto. Unite and lead, a better one.
Okay. Classical Republic. Get a first tier 1 government. Domestic routes provide 3 food production and gold, which I'm currently doing. Cities with 6 or less population receive +4 loyalty per turn, but cities with more than 6 receive minus 15% gold. Honestly, that's just way better for me. Corvée doesn't matter because I'm not building any wonders right now. First envoy counts as 2 and increase the number that I have. This is really good actually. Minus 15% gold this early on is not going to be that detrimental. And most of my cities can't have 6 population at this stage in the game. So that's really nice. We'll reduce the cost of purchasing a tile, I guess, as well. Okay, attack from the middle. Attack from the north and take out the city. Where's this loyalty pressure coming? Keep the city. I want to destroy the city. No, it's my own city. The only downside is that because I lost the city in the first place, I don't have the Great Bath. Which means that I should just build I mean, the Hanging Gardens is not going to be terrible. Yeah, let's try to build the Hanging Gardens where I was going to build that. No. Let's think about this. Where can I build a dam? Can I build a dam here? I don't believe so. No, because it requires 2 sides of the dam hex. Which means that this can be the Hanging Gardens. Means that this needs to be the dam. Yep. Which means that this one can go to be an industrial zone, which will then give its production into Athens in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to Argos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to City 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I get Mexico City in the game, I can make it go all the way to City 3. And then it'll also go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I build the science city here or here, 2, 4, 6. If I build the science city I want here, or here. Also, it means I could build the Venetian arsenal here. Ha! It gives me a lot of options, actually, now that I think about it. But I definitely want a dam here or here. Right? I can build a dam here as well, can't I? Yes. But only if I get rid of this. Okay. Building a dam there would be better, because then when I get spies, I can put a spy here on this commercial hub to defend the commercial hub, the industrial zone, the dam, and the harbor, as well as Ephesus itself. Yep. Thought processes. I do not get to build a wonder, so therefore I need drama and poetry sooner rather than later. After celestial navigation, the fastest way to get to Machu Picchu is to build ancient walls and mine a resource, which in order to build ancient walls I need to get a quarry, mine a resource. Okay. Now that I have this, I need to get Ancestral Hall to get the free builder. I'll do that instead of the settler right now. I'm leaving that settler really undefended. Can't even go there anyways. Okay. I have a game plan. We're hoping that it will work. I'm really, really hoping that it works out. Okay, I need you to go to Argus. You can get promoted, actually, and stay in Ephesus. Versus melee units versus cavalry units. Go melee units. Ephesus needs more housing. I'm working on that. I can send them citrus so they can give me money. That's always nice. Yes, you want to give me 118 gold for that? I'll take it. Can I get any luxury resources from you? No, I cannot. Okay. That's why I like the quick deals mod. It lets me know that I can sell stuff and get stuff. It is probably one of the only functional UI, or not UI, changes that I really like about the mods. I am not normally someone who likes mods in games. Like my brother playing Civilization 5 like pretty much refuses to play the game without mods. Okay. Thought process here with this city. I know I have it set up to be here. If I move down to here, it gets better immediate food and gold and all that. It just is better. Am I just gonna talk myself into it immediately? This is also a hill. This is plains. And then that's Nan Modal. I want Nan Modal to be an ally anyways. Okay. If I build here instead of here, I cannot build a city here in the desert. Would I ever want to build a city in the desert? There are two oases. Normally this goes through my head and I don't have to think about it out loud, but it's actually helping me to think this out loud. If I have map tax, if I build Panama Canal, must be built on a flat land tile where there are two adjacent tiles directly across the built. I can't build it there because this is not a flat tile. This is a hills. Never mind. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with the Panama Canal in this game right now. Like, I have now checked if I can build the Panama Canal 4 times. Twice in my capital. And oh no, only 3 times. This is the capital. The borders are too big to be anything else. This is Kyoto, yeah. And then this is Nagoya. Yeah, that's their capital. Okay. We're just gonna put 1 in because it'll double itself because of the things we have. Yeah, plus 2. Okay, I'm vastly overanalyzing things. City 4 is now going to be down here. I should probably build them in that order. City 1, 2, 3, and then 4. But I want to build it now while I can. I can always build a harbor over here with this city because it's 3 tiles away. You know what? Let's put you on auto scout because I just don't feel like micromanaging that. This settler gets to start. And then you're going to alert inside the city for now until it can get its loyalty up. We'll go loyalty, then granary for this city. I should have waited 4 turns to get the builder. That's my bad. We'll just buy the builder, which I shouldn't have had to do. I should have waited. That would have been better. I'm bad at this game. I am actually bad at the game. I will very quickly admit that. I do not actually do that well. There's a reason I tend to avoid early war. Because I just suck at it. Like, terribly, terribly bad at early wars. Let's send an envoy to Akkad. Traders can embark, harvest fish, harvest crabs, and it gives me a harbor. We'll build the harbor here. In Athens, and then we build the harbor in Ephesus, harvesting the fish. I should have moved that chariot in a little bit ago, actually. I do have this natural barrier over here stopping Japan from being able to do anything to me. Not that I'm afraid that they would do something or try to like attack early on, but this little section of mountains and then this other one up here just kind of forces them to have to take a weird route to get into Athens. And then being in such a hilly area makes it really difficult for them to get to my capital and the rest of my cities in general, but my capital specifically. Alert in Ephesus. This builder can get an iron mine, which gets me the minor resource thing, and it gets me ironworking. Yep. Not that I'm looking forward to building Jebel Barkal. Where's this one going? Into Argus. Okay. Ironworking, Jebel Barkal. I definitely play this game enough to be able to know what tech gives what wonder. I definitely want the wheel after Celestial Navigation. Okay. Having lost Ephesus and now regained it, and then moving on from there. This is definitely going better than it could be. Let's just try and connect the cocoa. This city gets to do... Oh, do I want the Hanging Gardens here, or do I want the Hanging Gardens in the capital? 15% in all cities. Build next to a river. Or get a galley. 2 galleys boosts the ability to have the Colossus. Oh. Okay, if I build here, this can be a dam. This is Harbor District, this is Commercial District. I want to leave the dam available because it gets me hydroelectricity. I right-clicked instead of left-clicked. Oops. Hydroelectricity allows me to not pollute the earth and actually help the game. There's only one game so far that I've ever wanted to pollute the earth, and that's because I'm playing a trade civ, and most of the places I want to trade with are blockaded by ice. It's the only time I've ever wanted to destroy or pollute the earth to be able to melt the ice caps to be able to keep going. 20% production towards constructing districts. I feel like that's a good idea. Liang could get reassigned to Ephesus. How's loyalty going? Loyalty is still doing okay because of my government having this. I am losing gold, but I am getting plus 12. Oh, but I will be losing that in a moment. Because this city is already too big, and Ephesus is about to be too big. So let's see, I'm getting plus 20 from Athens and other nearby cities. So plus 79 from Greece, minus 6 from Japan. Once I lose the 4, it'll still be plus 69.4. Well, the rest of it might change. This still has full loyalty. This still has full loyalty. This is at risk of full loyalty dropping. Okay, so Liang needs to stay there for now. Got it.
An enormous and lofty column of flame allowed the people in
I was gonna try and pronounce
to read
this.
as
I
perfectly
don't know.
at night as if it had been day.
Is this a Norwegian thing, or is this Danish, or some other region like that? Two-tile impassable natural wonder appears as a volcano and provides +1 culture and +1 food. On eruption, it gives medium yields and is most likely to damage buildings and districts. Infrequently erupts, but is always active. And then I'm finding it gives me the Hermetic Order. Yeah. Why am I so curious about this? It's not coming up. I'm probably misspelling it. Icelandic volcano in the ice cap plugging its caldera. Ah. Okay. It's Icelandic. I don't know why I thought it was Norwegian, but I can't pronounce Norwegian words. I can't pronounce Irish words or Gaelic words. So I guess that's just my assumption, is if it's really hard to pronounce, it must be Norwegian, even though that's evidently not the case. To follow Bushido is to train the body, the mind, and the soul, but where can your people do so? He's upset that I'm not doing religion, I think is what that translates to. I'm not playing a religion game.
The poets have been mysteriously silent on the subject of cheese.
I forgot that that's what the drama and poetry thing is. You're in the middle of a natural disaster, snowstorm. I'm probably gonna lose that unit, honestly. Nanmodal, I really want to become suzerain of. So I would like to trade there. Research construction, which has its own things I can't do. 2 campus districts, I'm not doing that anytime soon. Found a religion, I cannot physically do that. I want the entertainment complex. And +1 housing in all cities with 2 specialty districts is very good. Let's get military tradition first. In order to get construction, I need to build a watermill, which means I need the wheel, which means, yeah. Can you tell what order I was trying to do things and what order I'm not doing things? Am I losing my scout? Let's see, which direction did this storm go?
Is a tall ship and a star.
It survived. Okay. I wanted to go with here. That's my hoplite. I wanted to go here. You two can link up. I need to do minor resource, which I have. I need to get a builder here. Have one district. I can actually build a harbor. Build the harbor first. Instead of building a builder, we'll go over to Liang City and buy the builder, because then it starts with 4 charges. And then we come over here and we chop down the rainforest to be able to get the site I would like to build that on available. I was going with, this is a commercial hub. I ended up building that at a different place. I kind of forgot that I probably said I would build it over here and then immediately built it at a different city. Have the same problem over here. I need to get rid of the fish before I'm willing to put the harbor down, because otherwise I'm just wasting the food, and the food that I can throw into Ephesus will let me grow the population to then grow the harbor more. Why is that a +3? Adjacent sea resource versus this just has the sea resource. Yeah, that would be different. Am I over analyzing things and still analyzing them wrong? Absolutely. But I feel like by over analyzing it, it means that I'm actively making it so that if someone can hear me say something that's just really stupid and they know how to play the game, it gives them time to comment and tell me I'm wrong. Okay, this is about to be non-existently helpful. So what would I change it to? This doesn't help anymore because I'm not really exploring that much. Let's produce ancient and classical wonders a bit faster, because I am building a wonder up here in Argus. That shaved off 2 turns. Which of these 2 tiles was I going for? I was going for here. Okay. You get to purchase that. You're going to build a plantation. Heavy chariot gets to destroy that. That did not take it out. Oh yeah, monopolies and corporations. I forgot I could do that. I did not get rid of the rainforest. Let's get that for the governor title. What's the cocoa industry do? Industry. Remind me. It doesn't help. What's the corporation do for it? Nothing. It doesn't tell me anything. Thanks. Oh, it tells me this way. Got it. I have to actively be wanting to build it. Plus 20% growth and plus 3 housing in the host city, which would be roads. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Roads can grow a bit faster and have more housing. This heavy chariot can destroy that. Okay. Building the harbor. What unit needs orders now? You. That's a plantation. This is a plantation. Oh wait, oh, I had a different thought process in mind, and that's why I brought this. That's why I bought this builder and moved him over. Suddenly I was on the idea of, oh, I can build industries and corporations, and I forgot what I was intending to do with this builder. You gotta love ADHD stuff. Haha. Unless this quick deals. Oh, it's telling me I can exchange my cocoa. Gold and 8 gold per turn. Sure, why not? We got the wheel. We're gonna have a wheelie good time. I can almost build a quarry, which would boost masonry, which would allow me to boost engineering. Or I can go for the diplomatic quarter. I'm not going to be able to build the quarry in time. Let's do it anyways. Boosting the technologies really, really helps. But it's not required. And I always forget that it's not required when I'm thinking that it will be faster. It definitely helps, but it hinders the part of my brain that goes, I need to do it, 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 I need to do it. When I don't need to do it, I don't need to do it, I don't need to do it. It is not required, it is not a requirement. Get a hub, a harbor. with a lot of adjacency. And this, I can get a watermill. Let's plop down the Acropolis. This is starting at +5. Place the Acropolis, build the watermill, build the lighthouse. 2 turns into the Acropolis, why not? Actually, no. I need the housing. Housing? +2 housing if the city is adjacent to coast. The lighthouse gives the housing first. Then we'll get the watermill to make the farms better. I need the watermill for some reason. Construction gets me the watermill. Construction is games and recreation. I cannot just purchase the lighthouse, nor can I just purchase that. I don't need to do that to get that civic. This is the other reason I like the... They want to give me a great work of writing. And a bunch of money. I'm afraid of giving them iron. I'm afraid of giving this guy iron because sometimes that means that they will then just choose to attack. They'll upgrade their units. But I want the great work of writing. Because that boosts my culture even higher and it will give me tourism over time. And just having a steady amount of tourism is going to add up. I went from the first era. Oh, tornadoes. I lost my builder. I lost the builder I bought. Well, that's really sad. Oh, that's really sad. That bites. Yes, I want to found the city there and remove the rainforest. That really sucks. Okay, Argos is building their thingy here. The Acropolis there. Eretria is going to build it here. Rhodes is going to build it here. I just realized the sad thing about Rhodes being on a lake is that if I want to build the Colossus at Rhodes, I have to build a harbor in the middle of the lake instead of out here where it could be used to explore the world and whatever. Because when you build the Colossus, it literally starts with, at Rhodes, there was built a Colossus. And that's the sequence of words that Sean Bean says. This builder, I guess, can go over here. I'm not going to get to the quarry in time. I'm going to go here. I'm going to harvest that so that I can build the harbor here. So I can build the commercial hub here. We will put down the commercial hub so that we lock in the price of 81 production. Learned that from watching streamers and other people in general play this. And then we get the watermill after the harbor, and then we'll build the commercial hub after all of that. Okay. And then I'll see what industry I can build there. When a unit was destroyed and 0 tiles gained fertility. Need more immunities, need more immunities, need more immunities. Yeah, it just destroyed my cocoa. Which caused me to lose a lot of immunities. I want to immediately get this Acropolis going. I know I would like to destroy the rainforest and then put it down. But I'm just going to put it down immediately. Then we'll get the monument and the granary. We'll do that in the inverse order because I only have 3 housing. Argos, you can, yep, have that as yours. To build the Acropolis here. We'll put that down. And we'll swap back to the Hanging Gardens. And then we'll get the Acropolis after that. Let's get you a harbor here. Actually, if I build it here, I can build the commercial hub here, and then that'll boost the adjacency of that Acropolis. Yeah. We'll build that there. And I'll put the Hanging Gardens back in queue first. Okay. I feel comfortable with all my thought processes. I don't know if that's how you pluralize thought process. That's suddenly the thought process. I like to make them all focus on production. This city needs to swap to there to have that tile so that I can put the Acropolis right there. And then we will put down the district site, and I'll build the granary first. And then Athens needs 1 more population to be able to build the whatchamacallit, entertainment complex. If I can get the entertainment complex before I can build all of these Acropoli, again, I don't know if that's how you pluralize it. That keeps stopping my brain from thinking, oh, there's more tornadoes. Am I living in Tornado Alley?
Each of us is carving a stone.
In the game? Build ancient walls. Yes. I can do that. You can go on alert. You can go up here. Athens owns that tile, so it will get a production and a food boost, which should hopefully push it to have enough population. It's running out of housing, and it has no amenities. All of my things have been destroyed and pillaged. Yeah, actually, I have neither my citrus nor my cocoa has been kept alive. And the flood just destroyed another citizen.
In my life, some of which actually happened.
Still trading away the citrus, so that doesn't actually help my amenities problem. Research construction to get the Colosseum. I'm never going to be able to build the Colosseum in Athens, but I can build it in other cities. It must be built on flat land. If I build another one here, that's hills. This is flat land. This might just be stupid. Can I actually do that a different way? Eretria. You know what? Let's do this the smart thing. Map search hill. Anything that is hills is going to glow. Okay. So the available spots to build the Colosseum, not counting the fact that I need to build the entertainment complex first, is right over here in Eretria and right here. The most impactful build would be here, I guess. Because this would be 6 tiles, is 1, 2, 3, 4 into Athens, 3 into Rhodes, itself in Etria, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into Argos, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into Ephesus. So Ephesus doesn't get the benefit without Mexico City, giving it +3 distance. Which I don't know if Mexico City actually boosts the effectiveness of that. This would then be 7 tiles away, so 3, 6, 7. So this itself would not benefit. This is 3, 6 tiles away, so Athens would benefit Ephesus with that, but it cannot build the Colosseum. Yeah, okay. I think just doing this itself, having the 2 entertainment complexes next to these 2, is going to benefit the Acropolises enough to make this setup worth it. And then just building the Colosseum to help these 4 cities. And if I ever build another city over on this side, probably 5, maybe 6 cities, depending on how close I can get to Nan Madol, which I actually probably can't get that close to Nan Madol now that I'm thinking about it, because this would be 3 tiles, so there would be a 4th tile here, which would also be 4 away from Nan Madol. Okay, yeah. Never mind. I can probably get 1 more city in the range of both the theaters, both the entertainment complex and Colosseum at the same time, thinking through all of it. This is why thinking through things ahead of time is just better. Do I want that, or do I want this? Trade routes ending here provide +2 food to their starting city. I don't think I need that. I think I want to get Reina now. Put Reina in Ephesus. because when I get the hydroelectric dam later, very late game, comparatively, that'll be helpful. I can hide all of these map tacks now. Okay. That's a city-state waiting to cause problems. How did that boost construction? Oh, because it made me build the water mill quicker. Yeah. That's how. I'm gonna try and fix the housing and amenities situation in Athens. The Rock Vulture clan can actually become a city-state. Would that be helpful to me in general? The scout's fully healed so he can go back to auto-exploring. And he found something right away because it lagged a little bit. No, he just ran really far. If this becomes a city-state, Athens can claim these 4 tiles to make this into a natural park. This is already breathtaking appeal, which means it's natural park zone. I am way overthinking this, but it's also very helpful to my brain to think this through now rather than later. Did this get destroyed by the tornadoes? Oh, no wonder I can't do stuff. Get the Acropolis last. Actually, don't even have the Acropolis in the queue. Ancient walls in 4 turns. Can any of my other cities build ancient walls quicker? No. Nope. Nope. Ancient walls. This is 9 turns for engineering. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's get them before the harbor. Okay. When's the next era end or begin? Not for a while. Okay. Build a plantation. Four tiles damaged, 2 population loss, 0 units destroyed, and 10 tiles gained fertility. Wow. That's a big explosion. I have enough money to buy stuff. Not much, but enough that I think I can benefit Athens by getting a lighthouse, but the structure that it's built in is damaged. So I can't do that anyways. Yay. What can I buy here? A skirmisher. It's not a bad purchase necessarily. Skirmisher would bring up my combat abilities and be a recon unit. I don't know. I think part of me thinking things through and trying to verbalize things is that I'm just also trying to feel like I'm doing something.
The ascent to the highest story is by stairs.
Hanging Gardens, yay.
Water engines, by means of which persons, appointed expressly for the purpose, are continually employed in raising water from the Euphrates into the garden.
Yay, it look all pretty. Especially with the wheat behind it.
People who cannot find time for recreation are sooner or later to find time for illness.
Colosseum provides 2 of the following: culture, loyalty per turn, and amenities to each city center within 6 tiles. That's what we want. But also entertainment complex. Also what we want, because it gives the arena tourism from conservation and gives amenities. And we get the insulae economic policy, which gives me more housing, which helps Athens right now. I still have 3 cities that benefit from this, getting loyalty. I think I can drop that away. I'm not purchasing units, or I'm not purchasing tiles. I'm not really producing settlers though. I can reduce unit maintenance. Oh, I can give more loyalty by having cities with a garrison. Do I want to keep producing settlers? I think right now, yes. That is the main goal. If I can keep building more settlers, I can keep advancing. Athens now can grow in 3 more turns. Okay. The plantations provide +5 housing. I forgot about that. Plus 0.5 housing. The point in that is important. Eretria needs more housing. The granary will provide housing, so I'm not worried about that. Halicarnassus Mausoleum. Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. Argus is about the only one that could build that right now. 1, 2, 3. This would also be 3. This would also be 3. That would be 3. No, that'd be 2. That'd be 3. I don't think that's worth it. I don't need the mausoleum. I don't think I really can build the mausoleum in a good location, especially because I already put down a commercial hub without thinking about it. It doesn't benefit me. Building it in roads is like the stupidest thing. Athens, I could plop it down where these bananas are, but I really don't benefit from it. I get these 4 tiles. to have science, faith, and culture. I get a second engineer charge, but that doesn't seem that great. I need the things past it though, so I may as well get it. Feudalism, civil service first. I would like to just click up to exploration. Let it figure itself out. Merchant Republic is going to help me because it'll make me produce districts faster, and it'll give me more gold with governors. And I like having my governors in spots. And then after that, I can go for enlightenment, mercantilism, humanism, diplomatic service, and all that. Realistically, I don't ever need theology, I don't ever need divine right, and I don't ever need Reformed Church. These all deal with religion stuff, and +1 housing per level of walls is fine, but I don't tend to build walls until way later. So as it stands, I need more military units to get 8. I need to maintain more trade routes. I need to get 2 caravels. I'm not going to be able to build an encampment or be the target of a declaration of war for a while. So 6 farms, not really feasible. I can maybe do that in Argos. Can maybe do that in Argus. Get 6 total farms. I've got 1 in Athens right now. I've got a 2nd in Ephesus. I would need to build 4 more farms. It's doable, but I don't know if it's feasible. Reina is now established, which is nice. I got a great writer. Can I try and purchase your great works of writing? Not yet. Okay. Well, I would like to. Great scientists are getting bought up. I really don't pay attention to great people until I actually can do a lot with them or start gaining them so frequently that it's actually a problem. It's more problematic because I get them all the time. Classical era ends in 8 turns. Completed this unique district for the first time.
One man's magic is another man's engineering.
Civil service, mathematics. Mathematics is getting 3 different kinds of districts. Athens needs more housing again. Ephesus needs more housing. Ephesus needs more amenities. Athens can build the entertainment complex here. I will put it down first. I will move that up. Does the aqueduct lower appeal? Fresh water from adjacent river cities that do not yet have it gets up to 6 housing. Cities that already have existing will get +2 housing. We've built next to geothermal fissure, +1 amenity, prevents food loss during droughts, built adjacent to city centers. It does not hurt appeal. I want to build this harbor before the Acropolis. You don't own that tile for Machu Picchu to be built, but you do own the tile. You also have it in 15 turns. You're gonna build Machu Picchu. That's just more things I'm adding onto the queue of stuff I want and need. I just keep pushing back good things that I would like. I could actually build the Petra Wonder over in Rhodes. Allows embarkation. Let's get mathematics. I need Eretria to be able to put down the entertainment complex before I'm willing to get animal husbandry, because I don't want there to possibly be horses on either of these tiles. Because if there's horses there, I can't build there anymore. I guess Rhodes can be the one to build that instead. Rhodes can build both of those. It can reach. Yeah, why not? Build that, then the amphitheater. I don't need an aqueduct here. Send an envoy to Nan Modal to get more culture for each district on or next to coast or lake tiles. And we'll get none of the others. I won't do any of the others. Just Nan Modal. We become the first suzerain, which gives us era score. Yeah. Era score increases this, but I want the classical era to end in 8 turns, so I want to wait on becoming the suzerain of another city-state. Simply so that I get this era score when I need it, rather than... because it doesn't stockpile. I can't get a bunch of era score like ahead of time. It just makes the next goal more. Cartography? Oh, build 2 harbors. I was like, what did I need for that one? 2 harbors. Destroy a unit with a spearman. Technically did that. It was a hoplite, but technically we did that. I need horseback riding, which means I need animal husbandry, archery, and then horseback riding to get construction. Okay, we're putting that off for a while. Kilwa Kisawani is always a great wonder. I love getting it. 3 envoys and getting a bunch of benefits for having a bunch of suzerain statuses is great. I think I want to get military tactics after I get mathematics, and then I want to get buttress to be able to build dams so that I can prevent flooding sooner rather than later. And then we'll get had a thought process ahead of time. This builds an aqueduct to get military engineering. But doing that gets me all of those, and I don't know if I'll be able to do that in time. I'll get apprenticeship, which still gets the horseback riding and all that. Hopefully the industrial zone will be ready by then. And University of St. Croix can only be built in the desert. I don't want to do that. Venetian Arsenal will be fun if I do that. We'll let the rest of the game figure out what it wants to do when we get there. Okay. We're fixing up the Ancestral Hall to get the entertainment complex, which will make all of the other Acropolis have an increased...
Invincibility lies in the defense, the possibility of victory in the attack.
have an increased adjacency bonus. Those are the words of my sentence I'm trying to get to. I don't know if I need this anymore. Limitanii. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing a lot of these words right. Being completely honest. I hope I'm pronouncing these words right. Reina to double adjacency bonuses from commercial hub and harbors gives me a bunch more gold, which is just great. Okay. Where am I building my diplomatic quarter? Maybe in Eretria? That's another flood, and it just murdered 2 of my citizens. Which pushed back the harbor by multiple turns. That kind of sucks. Okay. That's fine. It could be a lot worse. Eretria. Do you want an aqueduct? Diplomatic quarter. Diplomatic quarter here. Aqueduct here. Something else that helps this city here. Districts in this city. Maybe not. The thought process is thought processing. I'm going to start placing these tax down because I'm going to forget by the time it matters next time we play. Build that, and then we get an aqueduct here. This is going to be named roads, so I remember that we put it in roads. We'll build the Kilwa here. I can't build it on hills. Oof. It doesn't matter what city builds it. Is this a hills tile? Kilwa Kisawani. I just saw it and then I lost it. It's next to Huehueteocalli. Also on hills. That makes sense. Roads. I would like you to build Huehueteocalli here. +1 amenity from entertainment for each lake within 1 tile of Huehueteocalli, and +1 food and production for each lake in your empire. That means that that's +5 amenities. Because I think it still counts the fact, like, even though Nan Model has control of those, I think it still counts that. 2, 3. I would also like you to build... Are you within range of that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, you are. You don't need your own industrial zone. But you could do with building a Petra. And then you can gain all these tiles. Ephesus, once you get all of that, I could chop this down. This is 3 tiles away, that's 3 tiles away. I would like you to build, where'd it go? A preserve, which benefits all of those tiles. Argos, you're building a dam here. And was I building a commercial hub here? I believe so. I believe that's the idea, because if I do get Machu Picchu, then this is increased even more. Okay. Athens, you're struggling to grow. In order to build farms here to help you grow, I need replaceable parts. Or I need urbanization to build other things. I don't remember what it does. Secondary thought for Eretria. I thought there was a T there for a second. If I make this aqueduct into a science district, I can make this diplomatic center into an aqueduct, and I can build a diplomatic center here, which then would give me science for the reef that's here. I don't know. I don't think that would work. It looks like I can't actually settle anything over here. What I was hoping I could build is not possible because that's the end of the continent. If this doesn't get destroyed, then this is a second city-state for me, but that also blocks that whole bottom part. I could build one more city over here, and I can make it so that I can build multiple cities here. If I found a city here, I can found a city here, which means I could found a city here. So I still want to try and get more cities. So let's think. If I build a city here, I can then also build a city here. I'm starting to move too fast that my computer is not happy about it. It's getting to be kind of late, so my computer's been on for a while. Is the other issue. If I build a city here, I could finally do the thing I've been wanting and build a canal here. I could, but it doesn't, it's not necessary. Then all of these cities This one's a reef, that's a reef. So I get to build a campus here and a campus here. Reef and districts, both reefs. This industrial zone is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one gets the industrial zone, but these two do not. Which I don't know if that would be an issue. I don't think it is. This one definitely needs a aqueduct. Probably build the aqueduct here. Because then I build this harbor here, and I build a commercial hub there, and that helps out everything. And then let's search again for hills. See where and if I can build Acropolis. This would be my Acropolis. Actually, I can just build an Acropolis here, and I can build an Acropolis. I can build an Acropolis there, and then Ephesus can build the Acropolis up here. This is me planning too much. I can do all of this while I'm not live. That way it's a little less boring. Yes, I'm gonna make sure that I save this game now instead of way too late. Save game. I'm going to call it quits now so that I don't keep going until 2 or 3 a.m. Because I know myself. I'm gonna keep playing even if I tell myself that I'm going to stop. So I can just go through and in my own time figure out where I'm building things, save the game again, and then call it quits. Because I know myself, I could agonize over where I want to put things for the next half an hour, for the next hour, and I could potentially even try to go to sleep and just be like, oh, I should have put that thing there. And then by the time I stream this again, I'll have completely forgot that thought process at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or whatever, and been like, oh yeah, I said I'd do that. Never did. But yeah. I'm gonna plot these 3 cities I now want to build over here. And I'll think about whether I want to build another city over here at Rhodes. Or near Rhodes. It would probably need to be scouted out a little bit more before I'm willing to do that. Which I guess I can do that. I can go scouting. We'll have you go to there and hope that that's the end of the thing. I do believe that that should be everything for today. Because otherwise I will keep playing way too long and it will just get to be time to go to work in the morning and then I'll still be playing the same game. I tend to get to the hyper focus of I could keep going. I could keep going. I'm almost there. I'm almost done. And then I'm really, really not almost there or almost done. I'm like 150 turns away from being done. But I'll still think I'm just a little bit more. It's the one more turn idea that Civilization games have. It's just one more turn and I can get that. One more turn and I can do this. One more turn and I could defend over here, or I could go attack over here, or I just need one more turn to build that wonder. Just instead of defending, I could build one more wonder. I could build one more unit. Just one more turn. That's all I need. That's very much how my brain gets addicted to this game. It's very, very consistent with how my brain thinks, is just, oh, well, that works over here, so it needs to work over here. But then if I do it for one more turn, I can then keep going, and then I can finish it over here, which lets me do this, which lets me do that, which makes me do this, and then I do that, and then now I'm good. That's the downside of my brain. It's that I want to do all of that. It doesn't always happen. But it sometimes feels so great when it does. Because it's just so close to that one extra turn to make it work. And it feels so rewarding when it does. I think that's why I like Civilization as a game, like series, so much. I'm very excited for Civilization 7 coming out in sometime next year. Supposedly sometime next year, unless something happens to it. I don't know how it'll play, but I'm very, very interested in Civilization 7 and how it's going to go. But I have kind of run out of things to say and do. Tomorrow is Age of Empires 2. We're doing parts 4 and 5 of the Edward Longshanks campaign. And I will post that waiting room relatively soon after this stream. Honestly, I cannot remember off the top of my head what happened in the Edward Longshanks campaign. We went on Crusade, and we've come back from Crusade. We've done something in... we put down a rebellion. We went on Crusade. We obliterated the Welsh that were sticking around and trying to rebel. And now I believe we're going into Scotland. I believe. We're forcing unification in all of the United Kingdom via King Edward II. Or King Edward I. Edward Longshanks. Whichever Edward it was. He becomes the king later on. He's currently the king in the part of the campaign we're at. It's something important. He's an important historical figure. Why can't my brain think who this is? But yeah, that's tomorrow's stream, and then we'll be doing Kingdom Rush Origins on Friday. But that'll start at 1 p.m. instead of 9 and 9:30. But hope to see you all there. I'm kind of done rambling. Run out of words to say and think about. hope to see you guys next week for the continuation of Civilization 6. I'm gonna put all the map tile things down on the map of where I want to build and what I want to do, so that hopefully it will all fall into place, and I can do all of the brain things that my brain wants to do, which is not going to function while I'm streaming, apparently, because that's just how my brain works. But that is everything. I'm done rambling. I will see you all later. I hope you have a good night, a good day, a good evening, a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good time zone wherever you are, and peace out.